Global happenings today. We communicate, we analyze global news. Stay tuned.
Hello, beautiful people. Welcome back to Global Happenings Today YouTube channel. We promise to give you juicy and happening update that is happening online real time as we speak. Atiku Abubakar's case has been adjourned, not without a serious drama that played out this morning. In fact, one is beginning to wonder: is there something INEC is not telling Nigerians? Why is it that everything is objection, my lord? Objection, man. It has become a chorus. But this time around, the drama that took place is something that most Nigerians are worried. Now, Bola Ahmed Tinubu, Ashetima, INEC, and APC are in one side. Atiku and PDP is in one side. Labour Party, Peter Obi is on another side. Now, for Atiku and PDP, they have brought in subpoenaed witnesses, because they've tendered some documents which ought to have, they ought to have tendered all their documents. But for want of time, and the fact that INEC is tactically delaying them by not releasing some of the documents, some forms that are certified and certified by INEC, that form INEC, INEC have, well, for whatever reasons, refused to let PDP have a copy of them, although they've had a little and they need more to tender, and they've been practically begging during the regular proceedings to no end. But PDP have decided to take a step further by bringing their something interesting. Very quickly, we'll run through this, but before we do that, kindly subscribe to our channel by clicking on the red subscribe button. Beside it, you see a bell notification icon. Please go ahead, click on it to get notified as soon as we update our channel on YouTube. Well, according to the news, the decision of the former Vice President Atiku Abubakar to bring a subpoenaed witness into the hearing of his petition today unsettled the Independent National Electoral Commission (INEC). That's the President Bola Ahmed Tinubu and All Progressive Congress (APC), who jointly stood their grounds that the witnesses must not be allowed to testify until June 8. Remember, we have respondent 1, 2, 3, 4, and all of them are INEC, Bola Ahmed Tinubu, Shetima, and APC. All of them saying the subpoenaed witnesses will not stand. But let's continue very quickly. Atiku, who was the People's Democratic Party (PDP) candidate in the disputed February 25th presidential election, had called his first subpoenaed witness at the presidential election petition court (PEPEC) to tender some sensitive document, but the move was vehemently opposed. Now, wow. INEC, Tinubu, and APC, through their individual lawyers, objected to the taking of the evidence of the witness who was said to be an ad hoc staff of INEC. He's getting interested. Well, at Wednesday's proceedings, the lead counsel to the PDP, Chief Chris Uche, senior advocate of Nigeria SAN, after admittance of exhibits from 10 local government areas in Kogi State, called in one of his listed witnesses who gave evidence on how INEC failed to transmit results real time as promised. Shortly after the end of the cross-examination of the witness, Ndubisi Nwobo from Anambra State, Uche, informed the court that the petitioners have 3 subpoenaed witnesses and went to call the first one an ad hoc staff of INEC. However, immediately after the witness entered the witness box and barely took his oath, the counsel to INEC, Mr. Abubakar Mahmood, senior advocate of Nigeria, rose in objection to the hearing of the evidence of the witness. Haba, he's getting interested. He informed the court that he was only served this morning with the statement of the witness, and as such would have to study the statement in order to do a thorough cross-examination. His position was shared by Tinubu's lawyers, Chief Akin Olujimi, senior advocate of Nigeria SAN, and APC's lawyers, Prince Lateef Fagbemi, senior advocate of Nigeria SAN, who added that he was only served 20 minutes earlier with the statement and had not seen what it contains. Now, responding, Uche urged that with a subpoenaed witness, they were not supposed to front-load his statement to the respondent, adding that there was nothing strange in the statement of the witness to warrant an adjournment. Haba! Uche pleaded with the court to take at least one of the subpoenaed witnesses so as to judiciously make use of the time allocated it, because the adjournment would eat into their allotted time. The presiding judge of the court, Justice Haruna Simane, Simon Simani, while trying to be considerate, proposed standing down the trial for 30 minutes to enable respondents look at the document and cross-examine the first offended witness. INEC, however, insisted that the witness cannot be taken and should not be taken because, as the witness is said to be an ad hoc staff of the commission, he would have to go and look at INEC records to enable him confirm the status of the witness and prepare adequately. Following the respondent's insistence, Uche urged the court to adjourn till tomorrow for the calling of the three subpoenaed witnesses. Earlier in his evidence, Nwobu told the court that election went smoothly in the most polling units he visited, including where he cast his vote, but magic started happening at the World Collation Center. According to him, results of the election were entered into the forms EC8A. Please remember our keys. In case you don't know the keys, please refer back to our yesterday's videos. They're all there, so that we don't repeat more of these keys. Now, according to him, results of the election were entered into the forms EC8As at the polling unit, but were not transmitted real time into the RF because of the failure of Beaver's machines. He told the panel that for his intervention, some staff of INEC would have been attacked due to their inability to upload results real time. There was no real-time transmission of results as were promised by INEC, he said. Meanwhile, further hearing into the petition has been shifted to June 8. It has come and talk. Nobody wants to come and talk. Permit me. I'm just wondering what is going on. Permit me with the English. I'm so super excited. Okay, let's look at this critically. This is INEC staff, ad hoc staff. And all of a sudden, respondent 1, 2, 3, 4. For better understanding, 1, 2, 3, 4 is INEC, Bola Tinubu, and Shetima, and the fourth person is APC. As soon as they hear ad hoc staff of INEC, they started provoking. No, we object. Object what? Cross-examine the person. For how long will you object? They said no, they want to be sure that the person in question is a staff. And what are we going to now? You just see that what we are looking at tacticality and technicality here. Okay, because so it doesn't look as if it's okay. Now they're now shifting the three subpoenaed witnesses to tomorrow. Whether they shift it or not doesn't change anything. It makes it a bit more difficult, if you ask me. Now, this is for, don't forget, this particular one is not Labour Party. This one is Atiku's own. And the drama is interesting already. Now, for how long, from what I can see, I think it's a case of buy more time. Remember, whatever it is they're going to do, they have to end it up, within the stipulated time. So if they cannot do their cross-examination, tender their witnesses, evidences and all, don't forget that the same APC, the article, don't forget the article had asked that they should give him some document, and they should give some document, some forms that is actually certified through copy also by INEC. And up till now, they're yet to get a lot of their forms. And according to the law, it's a bit delaying them tendering those things as evidence and exhibits. Although they have, according to their timing, they said they can still pull through, but they've completed all the processes, but they want to go through the process again to ensure that INEC, make due of the promises. Now, this is for Atiku, PDP, APC, INEC, Bola Tinubu, Shetima. So you now see the drama playing out. Obi's own is going to come in a moment. I'm going to give you update as soon as it comes. That's going to wrap it up. Let's meet in our comment section. What's the take?